Welcome back to the Upswing Report. It's Austin here, and this video is all about the thing that annoys me the most about Kylie Jenner becoming a billionaire. So she's not there quite yet, but Forbes estimates her net worth to be about $900 million. Here is what pisses me off about this whole situation, is all the freaking sore losers and complainers and scarcity mindset, just dumb losers that basically hate on her success. Amongst all the toxic crap out there that I've seen about people commenting on her success, one thing I hear like a broken record is that she was born rich and famous and she did absolutely nothing to gain her success. And here's the thing that annoys me about that. Right now, you're watching me on your smartphone or you're watching me on a personal computer with an internet connection. If you compare what you have as a life, like I'm from the US, most everybody in the US, if you compare your life to someone in a third world rural country, you have it made. That's like somebody in a third world country looking at you and saying all your success, everything that you've done up to this point is worth absolutely nothing. It's all relative. I have clean drinking water. I have a warm bath if I want. I can record in my apartment studio in front of a camera that a lot of people can't even afford or even dream of affording in other third world countries. So if they look at me and basically pish-posh my success to this point, that's exactly what a lot of you guys are doing to Kylie Jenner. She worked very hard to get where she's got, and it just annoys me when people take all that, flush it down the toilet because they're a hater and they have a freaking negative mindset, and that really just annoys me. Because then you have other celebrities that take all the things that they have, again, it's all relative, take all the opportunity that they have, all of their wealth, all of their status, and they throw that down the drain. There are people out there that have everything, yet still choose to go down a path of destruction. My point here is it's all relative and we all have options. We all in life are dealt cards and we can choose how we want to react from the cards that we're dealt. We can also hate on other people, or we can say, look, I've gotten great cards in my hand. Look, if you're alive, whether you're in a third world, first world, second world, whatever country you're in, if you are alive, you are a miracle. Just look at the definition of a miracle. You're one out of trillions in terms of the probability that you exist. So you are a miracle. And the fact is, again, we all have our cards in front of us and we can choose to make the best out of our life, or we can point at fingers at other people and hate on their success, and that's just not what I want to do, and that just annoys me when I hear people doing that. Another thing that really annoys me about this situation is people don't really give her props on the whole concept of Kylie Cosmetics. So I was reading up a little bit on the history of why she started the company in the first place, and apparently when she was in her mid-teens, she had a super deep insecurity about her lips. Now on the offset, people might look at that and say, that's so ridiculous. Their whole family is famous for being beautiful. Why is she struggling with that issue? But here's the deal. If I was raised in front of all these cameras and fame was such a focal point in your family, you're gonna be basically looked at under a magnifying glass. And one thing that I've realized is a mountain could be a molehill to somebody, and to somebody else, an issue could be a molehill, but it could be a mountain to somebody else. AKA, some people look at things and just go really deep in on them and they're a huge issue in their own head, and other people might look at it and just say, whatever, dude, that's not a big deal. So her small lips, as she perceived them, were a mountain in her head. And she took that fear and anxiety and dove right into it. So she did get cosmetic surgery to enlarge her lips, but that basically, that whole idea of taking smaller lips and making them bigger is the whole concept of her first initial lip kit. I just think that it's so BA that she took her fear, anxiety, and she dove right into it. On the other side of the doors of your and my fears, there is life, and there's a lot of value that you can bring to society if you go and you can push past and you can grow past those fears. Reading up on her story, I realized that she did just that, and I just have a lot of respect for her for doing that. And another thing that really annoys me about this whole situation is a lot of people aren't just giving her props as a boss. She's not even 21 yet. She's 20 years old. She's already birthed a child. And with her cosmetics line, she's helping girls all over the world with feeling more confident in their own skin. A couple other facts that I think are awesome and basically add up to her being a boss is she owns 100% of her company. It's all privately held. In a business world where venture funding is glorified, like Shark Tank, or people go to Silicon Valley and they celebrate getting funded, a lot of people don't realize when you get your company funded by a venture capitalist, you're relinquishing not only part ownership of your company, but you're also relinquishing control to them. they are now, in a sense, your boss, and you have to basically not only focus on the customers, but you also have to focus on the investors. And she owns 100% of her company, so she basically answers to no one except herself and her customers. To create a company that's still privately held that you own 100% of, and she's generating hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue, that's just awesome, and I just gotta give her mad props. Another thing is, business is, generally speaking, a male-dominated field. She's on track to becoming one of the youngest billionaires ever. That's ahead of Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. She is going to be the youngest human, male or female, to ever become a billionaire. She's on track to doing that. That's just very impressive, and I wanna give her her props. One last stat that I wanna throw at you that is insane. She only has, according to the Forbes article that I read, 7 full-time employees. She's running a multi-million dollar business, and she literally only has 7 full-time employees. That's just amazing business acumen. So just that fact, 7 employees making millions and millions of dollars and generating product that goes all over the world. That's an amazing feat that she's accomplished. And how she does that is she utilizes partnerships with Shopify and the manufacturer of her cosmetics line, and she does a lot of drop shipping, so they don't have to have a lot of inventory. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and next time you see somebody that has success, whether they're a celebrity, whether they're just a billionaire from real estate, or whatever they've done, please, I just hope that you look at them and look at their success. And yeah, some people might start out at a little bit higher rate than other people, but by poo-hooing anyone's success, it just makes you look like a loser. So go out there, make sure that you're on the upswing in your own journey, whether that's a business journey, whether that's fitness journey, whether that's your social journey, whatever you're trying to do to grow yourself better and improve yourself and become the person that you know that you can become, go out there and do it. Don't be one of those people that's spewing negativity all over the place. Give people their props when you see it. And I just wanted to make this video to give props to Kylie and all the other entrepreneurs in the world that are making value for their clients, their customers, and the world at whole. So that is it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next Upswing Report. Take care. Peace out. Ooh.